All right. Here we go. We are live. So, live post match Manchester United 4 at Athletic Club Bilbao 1. Um, we did the damn thing, as they say. We came up, kicked some ass, um, and took some names, as people say. I am ecstatic. I'm over the moon. I mean, I feel like this is our year. I feel like this is our year. I feel like, you know, there's no stopping us. I mean, Spurs are going to be a challenge. They're going to be a challenge. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But I feel like we are firing on all cylinders right now. Players are coming, not coming of age, but they're getting on at the right time. Um, and yeah, I think we are looking good. Let me just go ahead and throw a quick um tweet out. Come join the conversation because I want other people to get in here and join. Here we go. All right. So I'm putting the tweet out or the X out, or I don't know what do you call it now? Is it a tweet out? Is it an X out? I don't know. Anyway, um yeah. So big win, big win over the tie. Um can't say enough good things. Let's jump into a couple stats here. Let me just pull this up on the side here real quick. Um so first off, 4-1 to United, like I said, aggregate 7-1. So we smashed them across the two legs. We had goals from Mason Mount in the 72nd and 90 plus 1 minute. So, stoppage time, whatever, extra time. Casemiro, 79th minute, Hoyland, 85th minute. Um, and then, of course, one goal from, Athletic Club Bilbao, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We're not talking about them. Anyway, the Mount goals were great, especially that second one. I mean, that second Mount goal, I feel like that number 7 on the back of his jersey just lit up, and it was like, son, this is your time. Score an amazing goal. I don't know what happened. Like, it was just like a transcending moment for Mount right there, where he just put that ball in the back of the net from far out like that. So that was a beautiful goal. Hoylands was a nice tap in with great work from Ahmad. Casemiro doing this thing, getting on the end of a header. I mean, everybody's just doing it right now. I mean, and honestly, like, those were all, except for Casemiro and Hoyland, Mount was a sub, right? Mount was a sub. And obviously Ahmad was a sub, but Ahmad made a lot of that stuff happen, right? A lot of stuff happened with his industry, his quick feet, his just overall skill. Honestly, if Mount didn't have the 7 shirt already, I'd be campaigning for Ahmad to have that number 7 shirt. But Mount's doing his thing right now, so I'll keep it on him. In terms of stats, we'll just go through that really quickly. So it was equal on overall shots, 11 shots for United, 11 for Bilbao. At the end, United, we had 5 shots to Bilbao's 1. I know at one point it was Bilbao had 1 shot on target, which was their goal, and we didn't have any. And I tweeted out, I was like, have we had any shots on target? And we hadn't at that point. So we finished the game with 5 shots on target compared to Bilbao's 1. We had 52% possession to 48. We had 455 passes to their 405. Our pass accuracy is still kind of crap, though. We were at 78% pass accuracy, which, I mean, we tend to hover between 78% and like 81, 82% pass accuracy. It's still not good enough in my eyes. I think we need to be around 85, 86% pass accuracy. Um, and I feel like when you get that higher pass accuracy, you'll probably see a few more goals, bulge the back of the net. So yeah, anyway, those are the main stats for the game. Um, Obviously we won. That's all that freaking matters. Let me just jump across really quick to look at Spurs and their stats from their game. So obviously Spurs beat Bodo Glimt. They beat them 2-0 today. Beat them 5-1 on aggregate. Solanke and Poro, they had the goals, 63rd and 69th minute. So Spurs had 8 shots. Bodo Glimt had 7. Spurs had 3 on target. Bodo Glimt had 2. Bodo Glimt definitely outpossessed Spurs by a lot. They had 69% possession. They had 603 passes. That's a shit ton of passes. They had 603 passes. to Spurs 256. Bodo Glimt had an 85% pass accuracy. I know people talk about that turf field that they play on, but that's where I want to see United. 85% pass accuracy for Bodo Glimt. Anyway, Spurs still beat them. Probably using, I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I mean, probably, some counterattacking from Spurs or what have you. So that leads me to my point. I'm curious how we're going to approach the final now, because I feel like you've got two teams in United and Spurs who don't really want the ball. Um, Maybe United wants it a bit more, but I think you got two teams who really would prefer to kind of hit you on the counter on the break, you know, something like that, as opposed to pass it around and pass it to the back of the net. So I'm curious how we're going to approach that game. Um, I guess I should say I'm curious who's going to blink first, right? If it's going to be Spurs who blinks first and is like, you know what, we're going to try and possess, or if we're going to try and change things up. I don't think we should change things up. I think we need to stick with what we have going. I think the only thing we should change is some of the starting personnel. I think Ahmad needs to start. I think Mount needs to start. Um, for us, and maybe even Shaw. I mean, Dorgu again just did not look great today, so I think maybe Shaw needs to start in the final, and again, like I said, along with Mount and Ahmad, um, and just kind of go from there, and then bring on bring on Dorgu and um, Ugarte and Lindelof, whatever, as the game wanes, and hopefully we're up 3 goals by then. We're already planning for Champions League football next season, so that's what I think. Anyway, I don't have a ton to talk about, so I wanted to just do this quick post game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Please follow me right here on X or Twitter, Brymart United, BRYMARTUTD. Give me a shout there. Happy to have the conversation anywhere. Happy to hear what you have to say. Happy to get you involved here. Again, small channel, so what you say will be put out there. I'm not going to ignore your chats and all that stuff like some of the big channels. No offense to them. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And who do we have next? Who are we playing next? Manchester United schedule. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I really don't care at this point. I want everyone wrapped in cotton wool and only getting, half hour to 45 minutes, maybe an hour in our Premier League matches. But I don't want anybody getting hurt. So let me see, who do we have next? We've got West Ham, and then Chelsea, and then we've got Spurs in the final. So I'll tell you what. Okay, so West Ham, again, that's on Sunday. Rest players, let the kids play. Give some young guys their first starts, their taste of Premier League action. I don't care if we win or lose. The Chelsea game, same thing. I don't care if we win or lose. Honestly, I think that Chelsea match is going to be a lame duck game, if you will, because Chelsea they're headed to the Europa League final. I'm not sure who they're playing yet. So, I mean, honestly, and that's on May 28th. So honestly, yeah, that Chelsea match. Well, you know what? No, actually, I take that back. Chelsea probably will be going for it because they are fifth in the league right now. They are in a Champions League position, but just behind them is Nottingham Forest. Just behind by 2 points, I should say. So I'm losing my voice here. So Chelsea are in fifth place in the Premier League, 63 points. Nottingham Forest are close behind, 61 points. Right. So I do think Chelsea will go for it when they play us. We don't need to go for it because the Premier League means nothing to us at this moment. We need to go and make sure we win the Europa League. So I definitely see us probably getting trounced by Chelsea. And I would happily lay down for that because we really don't need to be out there trying to exert and win that game. So, yeah, lay down for West Ham, lay down for Chelsea. Just play some young kids, let them do their thing. And then, get to Spurs on the 21st, Wednesday. We win that. And then Aston Villa, maybe we can give it a go, since it's the last game of the season on the 25th or whatever, and see what happens. But, prior to that, who gives a shit? So That's my whole thing. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe. Like I said, follow me on X here, and we'll keep the conversation going. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one. So, peace.